Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on our this fourth week of Essential Oil Camp when we're talking about emotions. I'm really excited to talk about this subject. It's so important. So often when we're thinking about our health, the first thing we think of is our physical body. But I think more and more we're beginning to realize that that our emotional state is just as big a part of our health as our physical body as well. And we're going to go into that. And I'm going to share with you some powerful tools for that to help support yourself emotionally with essential oils and some other doTERRA products as well. All right. So in this class, you're going to learn the science behind emotions of essential oils, some tools and habits for healthy body chemistry, and practical emotional wellness steps that you can take now. All right. So you are created to function as a whole. Your being functions on 3 different levels: body, mind, and spirit. Okay. And so we've got to nourish all those different aspects in order to have wellness. All right. So we're going to go through how to support ourselves in all these different areas to support emotional wellness. Now, your body is made up of intelligent cells, of course, and they're wired to restore health. So I have my degree in biology and chemistry, and I love this stuff. I think it is absolutely fascinating to see how within the cell it functions independently, and it has these amazing abilities to restore itself if it's given the right tools, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, emotions are actually molecules, okay? When you're having an emotional response, it's actually molecules. Emotions are not just this electrical impulse thing. They're actual molecules in your body, okay? So when you're having an emotional response to something, there's actual chemicals inside your body that your body has made and your body's releasing, different things like that. And these molecules then bind and react with the cell receptors, that little thing that's pointing out like that. That's a little representation of it there. And so then they get in the cell and they impact the function of the cell, and they tell the cell what to do. So if you're afraid, then it might shut down some different parts of your body, or like different systems of the body, and heighten other systems of the body, that whole fight and flight response, you know? So it puts you in a place of wanting to either be ready to fight or be ready to run, all right? Which the other parts, the more, thinking, processing parts of your systems and such, they're going to be lessened because it's not important right now. We just need to get out of there, okay? So that's why so often when we're in this fearful state, we're like, oh, I just can't think straight, right? So it's all connected. So the whole takeaway from that is emotions are processed throughout the whole body. It's not just in the mind, it's not just in the gut, all right? Now, you actually have 3 brains that are processing these things and that are helping you out. Okay, so you have the mind, the logical intellect, and your subconscious mind actually directs over 90% of your behaviors. Okay, think about that, all right? Your heart, your intuition, there are more neural pathways that run from the heart to the brain than from the brain to the heart. So your heart is telling your brain, it's kind of bossing your brain around a bit, all right? And it's having that feedback, and your brain is open to your heart giving it feedback, okay? Your gut feeling. 90% of the body's serotonin and other feel-good chemicals are made in the gut, okay? So if we can connect all three of those and have all three of those working together, then we can promote wellness within the body. So let's look at how we go about doing that. And the first thing I want to talk about is your belief system. And I want us to do a little exercise here with our belief system. Because with all of this working together, our belief system is really, it plays a huge role in how our body responds to these different things, okay? So your three brains instinctively process every life experience, okay? So life experience, there's some craziness happening, right? Processing it. The thinking brain, I have to figure this out. The feeling brain, I feel overwhelmed. And the gut, I'm stuck, okay? Doesn't know how to get out. So having all these things in there, and your reaction to that, you might feel head tension, conflicted feelings, unsettled stomach. So your body's giving you feedback with those different emotions, all right? So that might fuel the belief that you're not good enough. So if you're coming from this place that I'm not good enough, then those are the type of things, when you come into those stressful situations, then that subconscious belief that I'm not good enough allows all that to become disconnected, and all the upsetness and the dis-ease within the body, all right? You're not feeling at ease. So again, life experience, you're processing it, you have a reaction, and then it fuels this belief that I'm not good enough. And when you hit these life experiences, that process happens all over again. And it cements and waters that belief of I'm not good enough. So what do we need to weed out? We need to look at those beliefs, right? Now, essential oils can help us with that in a couple of different ways. So like we talked about, emotions interacting chemically within the cell, essential oils interact chemically as well. And so they can help bring balance back to that whole system. It supports healthy cell function, anchors healthy biochemistry, promotes physical and emotional detox. Yes, you do need to emotionally detox at times. Think about that for a second. Because just like your like other chemicals within your body that might need to detox, remember, emotions are also chemicals, right? And they need to also be able to detox as well. You need to be able to release all of those, metabolize, break down those different molecules and release them. So just another little reminder of how potent these wonderful essential oils are. I love this picture of the peppermint leaf and the little sack of essential oils, and then you do that steam distillation through the leaves, rupturing those sacs, releasing those essential oils so that they can be collected, so that they're 50 to 70 times more potent than the herb that it represents, okay, by weight. So a single drop is 40 million trillion molecules. Yes, 40 million trillion. That's a lot. And so they get into your body and they can help every cell. Even one drop of essential oil is potent enough to support every cell of your body. And of course, we're choosing doTERRA's essential oils. If you're watching this, you're one of our peeps and everything, most likely. So with these essential oils, just if those of you that might not be familiar with doTERRA, it's the highest quality and most tested essential oil in the entire industry, in the entire world. It's an essential oil brand, okay? We source from all over the world, sourcing ethically, and we use third-party testing that is above and beyond any sort of requirements that's out there, because we have to make sure that these are going to function properly because of how potent they are, right? And if you're putting something in your body, breathing it in, and it's entering your brain, we need to make sure it's pure. We need to make sure it has that right therapeutic levels. And so that testing is essential. All right. And also the other research that is done to make sure that it has the right therapeutic action involved. Even at the cellular level, it's so exciting, okay? I totally geek out when I learn the different things about it because of my background in biology and chemistry. But just all of that to know that every time you pick up that bottle, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Okay, so let's talk about using essential oils for emotional wellness. They're dynamic, they target support for your body physically and emotionally. So first off, they're gonna help to unlock that amygdala. Smell is the fastest way to affect mood, all right? Smell, that sense of smell. Okay, so pinch right there, all right? Right there on your nose, over the bony part of your nose. Right underneath there is your olfactory nerve, all right? And that olfactory nerve goes into your thinking part of the brain, all right? And so it has direct access to there. Now, when you look at something, when you hear something, when you taste something, when you feel something, like feeling touch-wise, okay? All of those things have to be processed by the thinking part of the brain, the cerebral cortex, before it's processed emotionally. So there's this extra step where you think about stuff before you actually experience it emotionally, but not with smell. With smell, when you smell that, it triggers things emotionally like that. All right. So utilizing these essential oils aromatically is a powerful way to access that limbic brain, that emotional seat of the brain, and help to balance things like nothing else really can. Okay. And because of the high quality, we know that our body is able to process it well, metabolize it well, and use it how it's meant to be used. If your body needs to use it that way, all right? It doesn't force your body to do what it doesn't want to do, but it doesn't need to do, okay? Unlike some other like traditional approaches to this, it forces different neurotransmitters to like increase or decrease in a certain way, which might not be what your brain needs. Okay, so So with a lot of other techniques, like it's a guessing game with different medications and things like that, it's a guessing game as to which neurotransmitter is up or down. And I mean, they have good clues and things and they do their best, but it can be very risky because if you guess wrong, it throws it way out of balance, right? And you could have some pretty serious things happen. But with essential oils, you don't have that risk. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So just a couple of them. Peppermint is great for mental support and focus. If you're feeling foggy or whatnot, breathing in some peppermint, man, it will liven you up. All right? Okay, so topically, applying them topically on the back of the neck, across the forehead, bottoms of the feet. Use your intuition on this, right? Use your intuition as to where you might apply this topically. And I'm going to show you some different essential oils. Some of them you might be familiar with. And you can indicate, that'll help you indicate where to put them, okay? But start to use your intuition. This is a great opportunity for that because you're a wise being, and many of us don't tap into that, all right? Breathe, respiratory support, but it can also help with sorrow, with grief, all right? Because that's a lot of times where that gets stuck. Okay, so internally, when you're taking these internally, they can be taken under the tongue, in water, in a gel cap to support overall health. Now, I'm going to stop my share for just a second here. So I want to show you something. All right. So here's the Living magazine. Now, if you didn't receive this magazine yet, and maybe it's been like a really long time since you've ordered, or maybe you're new to doTERRA or whatnot, and you didn't get this, okay, this new Spring Summer 2020, okay, Spring Summer 2020. If you didn't get this, I want to give one to you, all right? So if you do if you agree to do a wellness consult with me or like somebody on my team, then I would love to give you this magazine. Recycled paper, beautiful imagery, wonderful topics and recipes. It's fantastic. Wonderful article in here about animals and things. But okay, so I wanted to show you this. All right, so this new adaptive system. Oh, one is backwards. I apologize. But the new adaptive blends here. This capsule here has GABA in it as well. And all of this, it's called adaptive because it helps you adapt to stressful situations, okay? You're adapting. So when something stressful hits, you're able to go. I mean, a lot of the times you might not be able to change the situation, but you can choose how you react, all right? Stephen Covey talks about between stimulus and response. So between what happens to you and how you respond to it is a space, all right? And in that space is choice. And with that choice is what gives you all joy, all success, all right? So this helps to create that space so you can choose, all right? You're choosing rather than just reacting, okay? A lot of times something happens and then we react. And we want to take that out and be able to actually choose our reaction, because we can't, a lot of times we can't control the stimulus. We can't control what happens, but we can control how we react, right? And that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. So it's in a roller. So a lot of times I'll take the roller with me, roll it on my wrist or whatnot, maybe on my neck, okay, and I'm breathing it in, and it's fantastic, and I'm able to respond how I want to. But those capsules are really a game changer too. If you find yourself on the daily dealing with anxious feelings and it is getting you stuck, right? Then this could be a great option for you. All right, so that new adaptive system, and then it's in beta right now, but they have an app coming out too. It's a mindfulness app, and it's with the adaptive. It's also like the adaptive app, and it takes you through different types of meditations and breathing exercises, and it like helps you like stay on track and gives you reminders, and it's really fun. I'm doing it right now, and it's great. So I'll be letting you guys know when that adaptive app is out of beta, so you can all utilize that to help with your emotional well-being. Okay, let's go back to our presentation. Okay, so the seasonal threats blend and the immune system support blend On Guard. So typically we think On Guard for just our immune system, But it's the protective blend for several reasons, not only with our immune system, but emotionally as well. It can be very, very protecting. So taking that internally can help. All right, so the third brain with that gut, having good daily support of minerals, micronutrients, healthy fats and things is essential. All right, it's essential. So that lifelong vitality pack that we have, 30-day money back guarantee. Sometimes when people are utilizing essential oils for their emotional state, and they might, oh yeah, I'm feeling better, but they'll like kind of hit a plateau. This is what gets them to the next level. Taking these, and I would say really give it 2 to 3 months to really see the full effects with that. But I mean, you should see results and feel a difference within several weeks. Okay, sometimes even that same day. Like, it's wild. These are great. And but there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you try them, you're like, I feel worse, or blah 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 blah. Like, I mean, people never do, but sometimes people might be allergic to something in there or whatever. But it's a no risk thing. So this is fantastic. When I feel it when I forget to take it, for sure. The other aspect is making sure that we are detoxing. Like we said, we're detoxing. So we have several different things to help our body get rid of the junk. These are a few of them. So citruses in all of your water is going to be super important to help cleanse out things and kind of do a little reset. Your probiotics, that's a huge aspect. And then if you're having like different skin issues and a lot of different emotional issues, you might need to do like a cleanse, like a colon cleanse, and then follow it up with the probiotics. All right, and the Zendocrine oil is great for all different types of cleansing. All right. So now you think, okay, so what do I really want to plant within myself rather than having that weed of beliefs? What do we want to plant? So moment by moment support, how are we going to do this? We can look to these blends here as to take out some of the weeds and plant the good plants. So if you're needing encouragement or motivation, you would utilize motivate. Cheer. So basically, okay, so we've got peace, motivate, cheer, passion, forgive, and console. Okay? Now, they're named, obviously, kind of based on what they're for, what they're wanting to inspire within you emotionally. So you can do one of two things with this wheel here. And I'm going to have an infographic in this unit that you can download and put on your phone so you can see this at any time. And okay, so you can look to the inside and go, okay, how am I currently feeling? What is my emotional state right now that I don't want to experience anymore, right? So maybe I'm over here, anxious, fearful, worried. I'm going to go peace, right? If I'm feeling apathetic, discouraged, I'm going to go motivate, all right? And you see here, okay, well, what if I'm just feeling gloomy? Okay, smell both and see which one resonates with you. Use your intuition, all right? Trust yourself, trust your intuition. So then hurt, grieving, console, angry, ashamed, forgive. Forgive is not only about forgiving others, but forgiving yourself as well. Passion, if you're feeling like bored and disconnected, all right? Just go over really quickly the essential oils with each of these. Motivate, peppermint, clementine, coriander, basil, and melissa. Give you motivation, confidence. Cheer, wild orange, it has wild orange, clove, nutmeg, vanilla, ginger, and cinnamon. Pretty fantastic. So any of these with the citruses, make sure that you are, if you're applying them topically, that you are not going out into the sun for at least 12 hours, all right? Because the citruses are photosensitive. Passion, frankincense, cardamom, cinnamon, clove, jasmine, ooh, jasmine, love it, sandalwood, vanilla. Forgive has bergamot, one of my favorite. That is a great one for self-love. Juniper berry, myrrh, arborvitae, and thyme. Console, so a very comforting one. Frankincense, patchouli, ylang ylang, sandalwood, rose. Console has rose in it, one of our most precious oils. This is an amazing, amazing blend. So powerful. Peace, we have ylang ylang, again, lavender, vetiver, marjoram, clary sage, and spearmint. I love, there's a good number of these also in the adaptive blend that I mentioned. The spearmint is really forward in that adaptive blend. And so I feel like it helps you move, you go into action. Like once you are able to have that space, then where you can respond, where you can choose how you want to respond, that spearmint kind of like kicks you into action a little bit. But yeah, so it's fantastic. There's also in the touch, so each of those are also in a touch roller, so that you kind of that on-the-go usage, all right? Really, really handy. So you have your emotional therapy kit here, emotional aromatherapy. And so it has all of those blends. It's a nice little thing on there. You can also get them in this one, in that pack. And I think, let's say that's like $100 for the all 6 of those touch rollers. There's a bunch of different like reference apps and things like that, and that you can do. So when we're talking about this, there are some different things just overall, okay? Overall, increase your hydration, drink your water, right? Or water bottle, drink. Right? So we've got to keep doing that. We need to make sure that we are increasing our movement, all right? Our rest, meditation. Remember, we've got that app coming out soon, but there's different ones for that as well. And we're going to be eating clean, up-level these different things. Now, wherever you're at, I don't want you to try to like go 100% right to a 10 for all these different things. You need to nourish your beliefs. You need to just move the needle, right? If you're here, you don't want to go all the way to here, right? You need to step by step, drop by drop, build that within you. You fill a bucket drop by drop. You clear your mind thought by thought. You heal yourself moment by moment with each of those different choices, okay? Now, a couple of different references that I use. You've got the emotions and essential oils, and it's a reference guide, and so it'll give you like the different oils and what emotions are for. There's a reference guide in the back with all of the different emotions and then the essential oils that go with that emotion, so that you can pick which one. Now, I just got, it's not here yet, I'm so excited. They came out with it last year, I believe, and I didn't end up picking it up, but I did now, finally, where remember how you kind of feel those different emotions in different parts of the body? Well, this one actually identifies, like if you're feeling out of sorts in a specific place in your body, then it references, like you can look up that body part and it will give you what emotional thing and what oil might be going on there, and what oil you might need. And so you can support, you might not recognize the emotional aspect of the physical issue. And so this is a great way to be able to get that connection. And when you have that ache or that pain or whatever, and think, oh, I think this might be an emotional aspect, and you can try that, all right? So really, really powerful. There's also sections in like your Essential Life book with different emotional things. So you can look up that section in there. And I want to real quick touch on that belief system. All right. So we're using these essential oils to help break the chain, break the cycle, right? And then we need to make sure that we're planting good things in there. So we're supporting our body, we're doing great emotions, and oh, I want to experience this peace, I want to experience motivation. So try to identify those limiting beliefs, those beliefs like I am not enough. I'm not enough is a huge one. A lot of people are plagued with that. I am plagued with that for sure. And I have to continually remind myself of my worthiness of good things, that I deserve to have the good things in my life. All right. So a lot of times I'll make a list. So on one side of the list, it will be kind of the different negative thoughts like, oh, I don't have enough time. I am not worthy. I am not enough. I am like all the different things, right? And then on the other side of the paper, you write the opposite, right? The opposite of that nasty weed that was in there. And let's plant a good plant. All right. So then you have, so you write down, I am worthy. I am enough. I am more than enough. I have plenty of time to do all the things that are most important to me. Right. So you can have all of these wonderful affirmations. And then, pardon. As you are utilizing these essential oils, let's see. Maybe you are like, you're feeling stuck. Okay, this is one that I do. Maybe you're feeling stuck, and the limiting belief of I'm not enough is kicking you in the butt, right? Well, let's take Motivate. We can smell that, right? Maybe put it on our neck there, because we've got different blood vessels and nerves and stuff that's going to go to the brain. And we can think to ourselves, rather than I am not enough, I am enough. I deserve all good things. I am worthy. Okay, so you can have those different affirmations going while you're smelling these essential oils, and it helps to program that, it helps to plant those good seeds, all right? So you can utilize the different ones for those different affirmations. If you need some help, like thinking up some different affirmations and things, I would love to help you and talk with you more about that. Got some really great tools that I would like to share. So yeah. And so we're supporting all different aspects. So the essential oils are supporting that subconscious, right? That 90% of what's happening by the action of doing something about our emotional state, okay? Getting out, the physical action of getting out that essential oil and choosing to support yourself helps that other part of the brain, the thinking part of the brain, and you give yourself a win and it starts to circulate there. We're supporting our gut, because remember, that's what the thing that is making all those neurotransmitters and things. all of that, okay? So we are supporting our gut, making sure we're cleansing that. We're supporting our heart with these different essential oils. We're utilizing our intuition in a powerful way, all right? And they're writing those affirmation statements so that everything is coming into alignment. And that circle can be with beautiful growing plants, not those nasty weeds, right? Okay, you got it. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Let me show you really quick. Just really, really quick, I want to show you how you can utilize your membership and get some of these different things there. So logging into my account. Okay, so you can do a one-time order, but if you want to get like free shipping, well, your shipping gets reimbursed you in points, and you can also get a percentage back on your orders. You create a loyalty rewards order. I already have mine, but like you would just create new LRP here. You'd select a date that you want it to process, but even after you create it, you can click the like process today, and it will still, like, your shipping gets reimbursed to you in points. And if you're over 50 PV in your order, then you can get that. So and then your points will be here. And let's say you wanted to use your points for something, you just drop down and use it, all right? But then when you drop down and use it, your PV over here drops. So you'd get the percentage, whatever percentage you're at, starts at 10, it can grow to all the way to 30% by doing that. And so then with this free stuff in there, you want to make sure and proceed to checkout. It won't let you save it because, like, you know, it can't, your points would be gone and whatever. So you have to be able to process right then, and you'd be able to do that. So let's say I wanted to add the adaptive. So we've got the adaptive system kit. It's right there. So 8270 PV, right? So then I'm at 30%. So for every $10, I get $3 back from my different things, or every 10 PV. So, you know, 3 times 7, 21. So even off of this, I get like 21 points back the next month. So I've got my capsules, I've got the roll-on, and I've got the one right there. It's fantastic. Maybe I want to do, I'll take this off. Maybe I want to do the emotional aromatherapy system. Okay, so we have all 6 of those oils, and that's 159 right there. Okay, so then you can see 150 PV, that's gonna be a lot of points back, right? So that's how simply it is. To discover more, you can like discover different solutions. To learn more about essential oils, there is an oil certification as well. All right, by doTERRA, you become an essential oil specialist. It's really fantastic. Great videos, little bite-sized chunks that are fantastic. It really just brings the whole picture together. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to here and kind of show you. Just take that off. Make sure my PV is at 100. Okay, save. All right, so going to shop and these different things. So you can look up by specific oil, you can look at the kits, you can go into the search bar and put emotions in there and all those different things. Empowered You series, and that podcast has some great information as well. So be sure to tune into that. And you can find more information at the Empowered You right there. Okay. Oh, that's a different one. I'm sorry. Empowered Life. The Empowered Life series. So you've got Empowered Life, you got their podcasts, Online Oasis here, the magazine, and all the different, there's so much great information there for you to use. So just a little review there of the different things. Okay, so I'm so glad that you tuned in today and that you listened to this. I hope you took some great nuggets from this and are ready to support your body and support your emotional health in all three of those different ways, with your mind, with your heart, and your gut, all right, to support that overall wellness. You are worthy, you are enough. You can do this. You can take control of your health. And I don't want to, I'm definitely not saying, oh, don't get professional help or anything like that. No, absolutely not. Make sure that you are, if you're needing extra support, get it. All right. These are tools, and they are trained professionals, and many of us need that extra support and that therapy to help process through this. So these are tools to help support in that process. Okay. So I look forward to hearing from you all. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later. Bye.